Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome everyone to Arts Cousin in Between. I am your host, Eileen, aka Eileen Littlecrafter. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Whether it's a heart, a star, a thumbs up, lets me know that that you are enjoying this podcast, and that helps me a lot. So thank you guys for listening for last week. I know that it was not my regular scheduled podcast, but as I said, I did hurt my hip, and there was no blog post last week. The motherhood collection is still 30% off for 2 days only, which is May 18th, 2024. And that's when it will be ending. I'll put the link down to that. But there, use Love You 30 for that collection. Anything else, use Welcome 10 for 10% off on your first order and cannot be combined with any other offers. Alrighty, that's a mouthful. So today we're going to be talking about some things that I have just been, the city, things that have just not been making sense in the city. You guys know I love New York. I have been a New Yorker, born and raised here for a little bit. I did leave for a little bit. I think about maybe a year or two, or maybe even more. I started I think it was my second year of high school here when we came back. So that's pretty much it. So I didn't do junior high school here and my first year of high school. Moving on. When I came back, I was extremely happy to see the improvements that I was hoping for. But as time went on, I did see some disparity, the same problems here and there with the city. Moving forward, so I'm going to be honest with you, my first, I absolutely would not voted for this person. Governor Hochul is one of the, I kind of feel like she is just, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about her, but her last speech about the disparity in technology for the Bronx, was uncalled for. The speech was deplorable, disgusting, racist, and somebody should have double checked that. Of course, everybody in their mama knows what a computer is. Whether it is to use it accurately, then maybe there might be some disparity, especially with programs, because some of these programs are complex. And it's sad to hear our mayor talk in that fashion, and I seriously was like, why aren't we calling for her resignation? Why? Hello? What's going on here? But that's just me, and I'm sure there are other people that may feel somewhat strongly in that effect. But the only thing that I can honestly say is that maybe when it comes to technology, I don't think that the technology that all schools have are being appropriate, dispersely appropriate throughout the whole boroughs. And I think that the Bronx, unfortunately, is getting the not so good end of the stick. And maybe in terms of, I forgot what these programs are called. The correct terminology, coding and all that other, good stuff that, kids are learning nowadays. I don't think that there are enough programs throughout the city, and possibly even worse for the Bronx, because unfortunately the Bronx, and we say it like that, is not getting the love it deserves. It has been like this for years, and it just keeps on getting worse and worse. So I kind of feel like if she said it in that term, maybe more eloquently, I would have had, more respect for her. Have I had respect for her? Not much. Do I think that she's a good governor? No. I think that she is letting Big Brother, the business, not Big Brother, basically, these developers and MTA money grabbing people get away with murder, and she is not putting her foot down and say, whoa, wait up. We need to really think about this, and this could, really be a problem for New York if we do it this way. We need to figure out something else. And, because it's probably making her money, like, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but, I'm sure that somebody's going to say that, and I kind of feel that way too. But yeah, no, I don't agree with a lot of her policies, and I don't agree with that speech that she recently put out. And I think that yeah, I think that her resignation should have been asked immediately. That's just me. And with that being said, our mayor is no good either. I don't like him. I've never liked him. I didn't like him when he was Giuliani's top cop. I think that he was just like Giuliani, and I didn't like Giuliani as much either. There were some policies that I did agree with, and I felt that he was trying really hard. But at the same time, I always felt like he was trying to make a name for himself, and I kind of felt, as always, that he was probably reaching for governor and then probably, presidency. I've always felt that he was always looking for bigger and better things. And the way you get bigger and better things is by making policies that make a name for you, whether it's bad or good, as long as people have you talking, because there are going to be people that see your bad policies, which are everybody else, but those people are going to be like, oh, that's great, and that's what we need, and oh, tough love. And it's like, okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely not what we need. I kind of feel like he, in some respect, has that mentality. As far as, some of the policies in terms of, for instance, they just bought the marina in Red Hook, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, why are we buying this? They're talking about basically, possibly, maybe turning it into freezers, so that the groceries could send their food there or anything, use the waterways again for that. And I'm thinking, okay, you have to still unload those packages. So once you do that, what happens then? You need to put the cars back into the city. And congestion pricing. How are people going to, get away with that? I just don't see the logic and plans in this. He talks about, we do need more housing. We need to work with people. We need the rezoning, which nothing came of that. And a lot of people are saying that it can't be done because trying to rezone a building that was once used for offices can't be done. So I was thinking maybe a school. My husband's like, oh, that's not going to be, that's not going to make the city money, which, of course, basically, that's what it boils down to. Everything boils down to money. MTA is getting away with this because, hey, we need more money. And it's like, why not just tax the drivers? I don't understand. You want good quality people. So the other boroughs and the residents from Jersey come in, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, we need money, so that's more important than anything else. So I know, and I'm hoping and praying that the business owners and the neighborhood associations win, despite in Long Island and Jersey. I hope we finally do win this, because I don't agree with congestion pricing. I think that it's a ripoff. I think that it's just a cash cow for the MTA. And I'm wondering, basically not really a cash cow for the MTA, because let's just be honest, the people who are really going to get the money are the people who are operating and renting the cameras, those and the maintenance people that are going to have to, if they don't use the same entity or the same because sometimes they outsource things like that. So who knows if the same company that made them, who is monitoring them, does the maintenance on these things. So that's more money on top of that that's going to be given away. And again, I do not understand why people who already pay for a road tax have to pay congestion pricing, because that is in our, what is that? Registration. When you so that's absolutely insane. And it seems like less and less is going on with development in terms of people giving, not giving, but allowing more units for low-income families, or if they have them, what they do is they don't fix the items that they need to fix, or within a year or two, the people are out because they raised their rent. So that's another lovely little trick that they get away with, so that they can move in people that could pay more money. And the city basically finally cracked down on that, but let's see how long that's gonna take for more and more things like that to happen. So those are the things that I can honestly say without a shadow of a doubt that has been irking me with the city. I do not think that they are handling things that they need to be handling. And it's going to be one crazy summer. It is, so please be safe out there. And let's hope for the best for the city of New York. So I'm going to end this here, guys. I can go on and on and on about things that I don't like about the city. And, New Yorkers are New Yorkers. We may be rough about the edges, but we are passionate about our city, about our teams, about our culture, about our foods. But yeah, we're New York strong, and we're going to get through this somehow, one way or another. And so just keep your head up, and just remember who you are. At the end of the day, that's who we are. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to end this here, and I will talk to you next week. And if you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. And I will catch you next week. And don't forget to look for the blog post. I will leave that link down below. And bye for now.